And I'll say it again, all right? I'm going to say this once more. Listen closely or else.
I will eat your ass.
Okay? The feminist movement is not about equality. The feminist movement is about superiority. And this is what that movie is. So the Super Mario Brothers movie did shatter records this weekend at the box office, grossing in about $360-something million worldwide, which is a record for animated movies, man. So check this out. Some right-wingers claim Super Mario Brothers movie success is because it's anti-woke. I was kind of listening to what a lot of these people were saying, and I said, oh shit, it's anti-woke. Okay, that's unusual. I remember seeing that trailer and kind of seeing how it seemed like it was a pretty woke movie. Like, just by looking at the trailer, I was like, oh, that looks kind of like there's going to be some feminist ideology that's going to be very strong within the movie, particularly with Princess Peach, right? But according to what the right was saying, that this is an anti-woke movie, and this is why it's just shattering global records left and right, because people are tired of the wokeness, which I completely agree with on that. So I decided to see the movie, which I just got back to my home from watching it. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw the movie and I thought, you know what? I kind of feel like playing Super Smash Bros. Like after seeing the battle between Mario and Donkey Kong, which was pretty entertaining. And I said, man, I want to play some Smash Bros. Unfortunately, I come back home and I'm like, you know what? I don't even own the game. I don't even own video games in general anymore. But I did grow up with Super Mario, with Pokemon, Legends of Zelda, Final Fantasy, a lot of the old school stuff. You know, I am a millennial, so I know the story of Mario pretty well. I played the vast majority of the games, at least, and there's a shit ton of Easter eggs in this movie. And so I decided to go see it. And here's the thing. Saw the movie, and this movie is woke as... I'm not going to say it's woke as fuck, but it is woke. I guess what the right-wingers were thinking is like, well, it's not as woke as anything from Disney, anything from Netflix, anything from DreamWorks, or any of these people that are just shitting out woke stuff left and right. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers is woke, though, at the end of the day. It is a woke movie. So this is what Charlie Kirk had to say. Mario Bros. Just grossed in $377 million, a new record for an animated feature, despite John Leguizamo, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, Leguizamo, boycotting the film because it messed up the inclusion. And this is what John had to say.
Are you going to be watching Super Mario Brothers?
No, I will not be watching Super
Oh my goodness.
So they could have included a Latin character, like I was groundbreaking, then they stopped the groundbreaking.
So yeah, he believed himself to be groundbreaking because he played Luigi. Absolute, utterly stupid, okay? But yeah, he's pissed off about them casting Chris Pratt and Charlie Day, which I think he's just mad because he didn't get the call to voice Luigi. And so they stopped the groundbreaking because he probably wasn't even considered for the part, or even considered even being in the movie in general. So he was probably a little upset about that. So again, I don't even think they gave him a call. Instead, they replaced him with Charlie Day, which was a great casting, by the way. Charlie Day is Luigi. And Chris Pratt as Mario was pretty good too. It was good. I think those two together during the film was actually some of the best moments in the entire film, was when those two guys were on screen at the same time, which, to be honest, was not much at all. But I'll get into that right now. So yeah, so he says, casting two white men, Chris Pratt as Italian-American leads. Nintendo refused to let Mario Bros. Go woke. Again, not true. Charlie Clerk, I don't even think he saw the movie. On top of that, if you even look at it here, Steven Crowder also described it as the anti-woke Super Mario Bros. Movie just set a global record, calling it anti-woke. I would just describe it as not as woke, really, to be honest. So anyways, yeah, that's what it is. This guy right here says the original creator of Mario, Miyamoto, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Miyamoto, was heavily involved with the production of the animated film and insisted that it have as little plot as possible and just feels like one of the games. That's his point. It has no woke narrative and all the characters are exactly like the original games, which is also Not true. At all not true. This movie is called The Super Mario Brothers. That's what it's called, The Super Mario Brothers. This movie should have been called Peach and Mario Save the Day. That's what it is. Peach and Mario Save the Day. Peach basically replaces Mario as the main character, so it's Peach. Mario is basically the sidekick, and Luigi is the damsel in distress. Right off that, just switching up the characters and the claim that they're all exactly the same, and they just little plot, just wanted to keep it simple. Not even close, man. Not even close. They turned Luigi into a giant pussy. They turned Bowser into a simp. It was it was kind of funny. Bowser's a total simp for Peach, but at the same time, he has like world domination on his mind. So he's like switching between Genghis Khan, being Genghis Khan, and then he switches to being like your basic simps on on Instagram, right? So that's what they turned Bowser into. Now Mario was basically a fool throughout the movie. Like he couldn't do anything. The first 10 minutes of the movie, it showed Mario kind of looking like he was very smart. He was very competent. He seemed athletic. He was running through the area. I'm not gonna get too much into spoilers, but it showed him that. And then once he meets Peach and goes into the Mushroom Kingdom, he just can't do anything. When he's around Peach, he just turns into a complete imbecile. And, at one point, Peach, he goes to the Mushroom Kingdom and he says, hey, this Bowser character has my brother. She needs to save the Mushroom Kingdom. So Bowser wants to basically, what she thinks, destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. In reality, Bowser wants to either marry her, and if she doesn't marry him, he's going to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. That's the plot of Bowser. So, again, Princess Peach, she trains Mario. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to go out on an adventure to stop Bowser. It was a Peach movie. Peach was going to set out to save the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario just happened to be there and said, okay, you can tag along with me, but I'm going to train you and see what you're made of. Like she literally said that. I'm going to see what you're made of. So she sets up this obstacle course. And it basically looks like Super Mario 1, right? Like an obstacle course has like the fire wheels. It has the little tubes with the flower coming out. It had the mystery boxes there, so you can get the power ups. So it had all these things like a Super Mario game, which was cool. So Peach is like, let me show you how it's done. She goes and she runs through the obstacle like no trouble at all. Like she's just tearing it up. She's a badass. She's super athletic. She jumps really high. She does backflips. She's doing all these things. She completes the obstacle like nothing. Right? So then Mario comes and he's like, okay, well, let me try. How am I going to do that? She gives him a power up. So she shoves a mushroom down his throat, turns big and strong. He tries going through the obstacle. He fails. So then he tries it again and again and again and goes through this whole montage where he's doing it literally from morning all the way to nighttime. And then finally, it looks like Mario's about to complete the obstacle course and he's about to get it. And at the last minute, he fails again. Like all of that, he failed. And then Princess Peach is like, oh, well, you almost completed it, so I guess you can tag along. Like, that's literally what it was. Like, Princess Peach allowed this man to tag along, even though he wants to save his brother, to tag along on her adventure. Like, that's what it was. It was just really cringe. And again, they made Princess Peach a Mary Sue. That's really what it was, man. They made her into a Mary Sue. And again, the narrative, Steven Crowder calling it anti-woke Super Mario Brothers movie. I mean,
Mario Brothers just set a global opening weekend record for animated films.
Nice.
$377 million on a $100 million budget. Nice. And let's, I think, we have a clip actually from the film.
I got this. No.
That's the obstacle course I was telling you guys about. Yeah, that's the whole obstacle course. Boom, fails.
Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
And the funny thing is, Toad actually tags along in the movie, right? So he's tagging along. Mario fails completely. Peach allows him, all right, you can tag along with me, whatever. And then fucking Toad is like, hey, Princess, I'll protect you. You could do anything. Like Toad's kind of simping as well, but he asked to come along, and the Princess Peach is like, yeah, you can tag along, go for it. You're cute. You're a Toad. You're totally replaceable. There's like 1 million of you over there in the kingdom. so Toad tags along. He didn't have to prove himself at all. She was just like, yeah, go for it. So I thought that was just like funny.
Why Top Gun did so well.
Yeah.
And they're not even right wing. They're just leave people alone and let them have a fantasy. That's why I can't watch anything on Netflix now. It's all brainwashing. Everybody knows that, but that's my same question. Why is Anheuser-Busch committing suicide? Why did Hollywood commit suicide? Why is the left doing this? Why are they like kamikaze?
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. No, Alex Jones is right on that. Like Netflix, all these companies are just going just full throttle woke, man. Full throttle woke. It's crazy to me. But again, and of course, people on the left are criticizing this. If you look at the headlines, they can't stand Mario. This is from Yellow Flash. Mario just effed Disney. Payback. This is what the right wing is saying. Critics hate Mario. And then you have the left wing person that yelled when Trump got elected. I mean, yeah, they're having a field day with this, but in reality, this movie is woke, man. There's no doubt about it. And I've seen a lot of their critiques, and nobody's talking about the stupidity of the feminist agenda in this movie. And again, I always say this, like the feminist agenda, which is very heavy in this movie, weakens the male. Instead of just having Mario be Mario and be, smart and a leader and something to admire to, they make him an imbecile and they make Peach be perfect. There's even one scene there where they're coming down from the cart to go meet Cranky Kong, and spoiler alert, I guess. And so they all fall from like a little cart airplane, and Toad and Mario just fall flat on their fucking faces. Because they can't land on their feet, and Princess Peach just lands on her feet like it was nothing, right? like little things like that, just to prove how Mario isn't as awesome as Peach. And they do this throughout the film. The only redemption that Mario had was when he fought Donkey Kong, and he was just getting beat up by Donkey Kong. But the only way he was able to win is to do a power-up. He had the cat power-up, and he was able to beat Donkey Kong, But Princess Peach just knows Kung Fu and all this stuff, and she kind of holds herself against Bowser without any power-ups to where Mario needs them desperately. The right is saying that it was anti-woke, except props on Ben Shapiro, who's the only right-winger that is actually not saying that it was anti-woke.
Apparently they make, because they have to, Princess Peach the hero of the film. You knew that was coming? They couldn't just allow it to be what the actual video game is, where Princess Peach is the thing that you're saving, right? Now Princess Peach has to be the kick-ass woman, female hero. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. Good job, Ben. That was a good take right there. No. Thank you, Ben Shapiro, actually calling it what it is. Like, Shapiro was the only one, and it's just in that little clip right there that I showed you. Like, Ben Shapiro's the only one saying, like, no. The movie was woke, man. It's simple as that. It was woke, and the most of these right wingers have it wrong. Like, again, they have it wrong because they've never seen the movie. And I'll even say this, like Steven Crowder. I like Steven Crowder. I really do enjoy Steven Crowder. But the problem with Crowder is the same problem when Superman went gay at one point. When DC called Superman gay, Crowder, on the other hand, was saying, well, you do have to realize they made Superman gay, and it's a problem. He's ranting about it. I can tell Steven Crowder's never read a comic book in his life, because in reality, they didn't make Clark Kent gay. They made John Kent gay, his son. So at the time, DC had him as the main Superman, and he came out as like bisexual or something, whatever. But he was saying it was Clark Kent, and he was showing clips from the original Superman from back in the day. So he got his facts wrong on that. But again, I don't think Steven Crowder's a guy that reads comic books or even plays video games in general. So I don't even think he saw this movie when he claims, or he's calling it anti-woke. And I don't think he ever claimed that he saw the movie in the first place, but that's the vibe I'm getting off Steven Crowder, like, for sure, So, yeah, so I don't think Charlie Clerk saw it. I don't think Steven Crowder saw it. More than likely, Alex Jones didn't either, but nevertheless, it is what it is. I still love my Alex Jones, man.
That's why I want the globalists to know I will eat your ass first.
because Alex Jones is going around eating the globalists' asses, and this is what we love about him. So anyways, so very wrong takes on that. I'll even go further. I'll say this. Look, the movie could have been worse. It was woke, but it wasn't that woke. Could have been worse. They could have made the Super Mario Brothers the Super Mario Partners, if you know what I mean, right? Or they could have made Peach a strong, black, feminine, kick-ass character, right? Instead of a strong, white, kick-ass character, that's female. They could have done a lot of things that could have made it a lot more in your face. But they didn't. The biggest offense was making Peach into Mario and making Luigi a pussy, and making Luigi the damsel in distress, right? And you know what? Here's the thing. I don't even have a problem if Princess Peach is like she can hang with the boys. I'm totally okay with that. The problem that I have with it is, why are you gonna lower down Mario just to hypen up Peach? That's the problem. And again, that's what feminists do, because the feminist movement isn't about equality. It's about superiority. And I'll say it again. All right. I'm going to say this once more. Listen closely or else.
I will eat your ass.
Okay. The feminist movement is not about equality. The feminist movement is about superiority. And this is what that movie is. So yeah, that's basically the Super Mario Brothers in a nutshell there, guys. Again, it's a movie that is woke. Don't be fooled on it. But I will tell you this. It is a good movie. It is a fun movie. I just came off of it. It made me want to play Super Smash Brothers. It made me want to play Mario Kart all over again, etc. And maybe I will. I need to get those games probably for like the Switch or something like that, and play them all over again, because it is fun. But yeah, man, with that being said, man, like, subscribe, comment down below all your thoughts. If you're watching on Rumble, YouTube, if you're catching the live stream on Twitch or Kick, if you want to see the whole podcast here, go ahead and check that out. And I'll catch you on the next one, YouTube, Rumble. Peace.